First, you want to click on the Country Profile tab. As you can see, we have 194 WHO UN recognized countries. You can sort the countries while you're selecting which country you would like by the income group: low income, lower middle income, upper middle, and high income. You can also select countries by their Gavi eligibility. Phase 1 is 2000 to 2005. Phase 2 is 2006 to 2010. Phase 3 is 2011 current, which is 56 countries. So we're going to look in the Phase 2 eligible countries. As you can see, here is the selection of countries that provided. There are 73, and you can continue to look through the alternative pages. Today we're going to look at Armenia and the data that's available for that. Armenia, as you can see, will be a graduated country. Here we have the information about Armenia in general. They're in the WHO region, their World Bank designation. Eligibility status, as I mentioned, graduated. Copay vaccine was the Penta, the first one that they used copay for, as well as their HIB status. They've introduced it, and their pneumo and rota vaccine status is they've been approved by Gavi at the time of this video. Basic indicators that we include in the VIMS database for all countries, as you can see, are health expenditure on health as percent of total government expenditure, GNI per capita, total population, birth cohort, surviving infants, DTP 1 and 3 coverage, DTP wastage, infant mortality rate, under 5 population, and under 5 mortality rate. The sources for this data is listed below. You can click on a particular year to get all of the data for that year in the bottom here. However, for key indicators that are used often by our users, we have the time series data from 2000 to the most up-to-date year, which is currently 2010, for the most important indicators. If you click on the disease burden tab for Armenia, you get information about the percent of under 5 deaths due to various diseases, as well as mortality due to vaccine preventable diseases such as crude deaths and death rate from HIB, rotavirus, and pneumococcal pneumonia or streptococcus pneumonia. Sources for this information is below. In addition to the country profile, you can see the immunization schedule for each country. This is the most up-to-date information from the World Health Organization. You can also see their historical Gavi eligibility. So Armenia was eligible from 2000 to 2011, and then graduated in 2012. We also provide information on the Gavi disbursements over time to Gavi eligible countries. As you can see, the disbursements are available from the beginning of Gavi to the current year, and it shows in thousands the number of dollars that were dispersed for a given sector, for a given type of funding. Below, you can see all types of funding, particularly NVS stands for new vaccine. So you can see the new vaccine broken into the type of vaccine that they've received funding for. Down here below, that Gavi has helped co-finance pentavalent vaccine for Armenia in 2011, and that's it. If you can select on 2010, you can see the various numbers that they provided to Armenia in 2010. The totals are below on the bottom row. In the policy tab, you get information about the country's governing bodies, as well as surveys and comprehensive multi-year plans that are available. It provides information for some countries on the interagency coordinating committee members, as well as any regional body responsible for recommendations, potential members of that body, and if a country is known to have a national body responsible for recommendations on new vaccines, that information is listed as well. In the policy tab, it also lists the interaction with the Gavi board and when they were on a Gavi board, as well as other active donors in the country. Like all other tabs, the sources are available below. If we want to look for another country, we can click on Back to Search and select an alternative country such as Afghanistan. Click our search, and here is Afghanistan. We select it, and all of the given information we just went through is now available, and you can be looked through for Afghanistan instead. I hope this gives you an idea about the information available in the country profile tab of VIMS.